Well, take a look at this. Rebekah's finally had her stove removed. It was a really nice stove, it was nice and big. Downside was it did take a long time to heat up, so Rebekah decided to whip it out. Now the only thing is, it's left this great big hole in the roof, so all I've got to do now is try and find a way of covering up that hole. Yeah, but it just so happens I've got a good idea. Of course, it's a bit cold up here. Now I've got the heater on inside the van. I've put Rebekah's diesel heater on so that it warms this area up. Hopefully the heat will come up here and it'll warm this a bit. It is nice and dry-ish, but I've got to cut this off. And to do that, I'm just simply going to use this knife, this hobby knife, cut around all this silicone, try and clean all the silicone off. And yeah, hopefully we're going to stick another panel over the top of this. And the panel that I'm going to use, I'm going to use some plastic, the same plastic that Rebekah has used for her shower compartment, and she's also used it for her imitation tiles around her kitchen. So again, we're going to use exactly the same plastic to cover the hole in her roof. It just so happens we've got this nice big sheet left over, so I've got plenty to play with. So right, first job, cut this off. Now I don't know how much silicone is under here, so yeah, I just hope it comes off okay. Seems to be coming off quite easy. Looks like he's only used, yeah, he's only gone and used like some kind of bathroom silicone, and that'd be why it's leaking. Just looks like regular silicone. It's not very good at all. Oh well, I suppose it makes it easier for me to get it off. There you go, that was easy. Now what I've got to do is clean around the area. It shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, it's coming off so easy. Look at that, it's just used normal silicone here. Yeah, that's good. I'm pleased he's only used normal silicone, because look how easy that's going to come off. Really easy. Right, I'm going to peel the rest of this stuff off. Okay, so I've cleaned it as best I possibly can. Now, word of warning, if anyone out there is thinking about cutting holes in their roof, whether it be with an hacksaw, a jigsaw, or even an angle grinder, whatever you do, make sure you clean up all the little iron filings, because if you don't, then this is what you're going to get. Have a look at this. All these iron filings have now turned to rust. Look at that. And here, look, especially here, there's a big pool of rust there. All down the front of Rebekah's van, you can see where the iron filings have gone down, and I've no doubt that some of that's gone onto her windscreen as well. Just take a look at that, and I'm really disappointed, because apparently this was all done by professionals. Look at that. So guess what I'll be doing later on? I'll be cleaning all this off for her. Also, the bare metal around the edge of this has just been left bare metal, so now this is all starting to go rusty too, so I'm going to have to paint all this edge, make sure that it puts a stop to that rust. Right, so I've cut this square bit of plastic out. I'm going to cover this hole with this piece of plastic. Now obviously it doesn't quite fit, so Bob has lent me his blowtorch. Might be a bit fierce. I'll just gently warm this up and try and mould this over. Now I've never done this before, so I don't really know how it's going to work, but we'll give it a go. I'll just do it like this. I don't want to burn it, I just want to warm it up. Yeah, that might work. Always work that side. Yeah, look. I think that might actually work. Look at that. Brilliant. Crap, it looks like it's going to rain. It's all my bleeding need, isn't it? Well, there you go, guys. Look at that. I think that should be okay. And I did manage to burn it a little bit there, but I don't think that really matters. I'm going to put a nice thick strip mastic all the way around this, and that should seal it. And I'm going to do it really quick because it does actually look like it's going to rain. Cheers. Got to do this quick. Oh, I need some more tissue.
I'll have to go and get some.
Oh, hurry up. Jump to it. Now, before I put the mastic on this, I'm going to just key it up a little bit because this is plastic, and I'm just going to rough it just a little bit to make sure that mastic strip does actually stick to it. And I've done the same to the roof as well. And then once Rebekah gets back, I'm just going to wipe this with some alcohol wipe, just to get all the silicone off. If there's any traces of silicone on this plastic, we want it gone. Like that. There you go, you can actually see the indentation of the roof and the curvature of it. So that's that. Here comes Rebekah with some tissue, hopefully. Oh yeah, I think she got me quite a bit now. When I said get me a bit of tissue, I think she took me literally. Thanks for that. Wipe that dust off. Some alcohol. Clean it off. Strip. And yes, I'm rushing because there is big black clouds. Take a look at this. That's what I'm up against. So forgive me if I rush this next stage. Try and cut that close to that as I can. Oh, it's freezing. Oh, look at that. It's spot on. Right, same this side. So now all I've got to do is get this in the right place. Well, there you go, take a look at this. Now, I'll be a monkey's uncle if that ever leaks. I'm using this mastic sealing strip. There's no way it's going to leak. And I can't recommend this stuff enough. If you're fitting a skylight or repairing a hole in the roof, then this is your stuff to use. Now, over a period of time, because this is like double-sided tape, this top surface is still a little bit sticky, so this will become dirty over time. Dust and dirt is going to stick to this, but it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day there's no way that is going to leak. Right, so now all I've got to do is get inside the van and repair the damage to the ceiling. Bit of insulation, I think. Right, so Rebekah's sprayed this with some black paint, just some normal generic black paint to cover the rust, to seal it all up, and it looks rather nifty. Now she's also cut some of this dodo mat, and for those of you that don't know what dodo mat is, it's kind of got two purposes. It acts as a sound deadener and an insulator, and it's got a nice sticky back side on it. So what I'm going to do is take my gloves off. 'cause it's rather chilly in here. Peel this sticky stuff off, and it is really sticky, this stuff. We're going to simply stick that over our patch in that hole. I think I should have checked this fits first, shouldn't I? Yeah, that'll fit. Kinda. Yeah, look at that, lovely. Right, don't push too hard. I don't want to push it too hard because I'll push the plastic off the roof. That'd be embarrassing. Right. So that's that. Now I'm going to cut. We've got a piece of leftover. Or should we just double that up?
Yeah, we could double it.
Two on it rather than mess about cutting a piece of that
Yeah, 'cause that's going to
styrofoam.
be messy.
It's going to be really messy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I'm going to get Rebekah to cover another piece. We'll double up on that, and we're simply going to put a piece of nice wood over that, a bit of plywood or something,
Cladding?
or cladding. Yeah. Be right back. Yeah, done. Happy with that?
All done, yeah.
There you go. So there you go, that is a hole in the roof, well and truly fixed. So if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. And don't forget, if you're new to my channel, please do consider subscribing. And don't only subscribe to my channel, make sure you subscribe to Rebekah's channel too. Ta-ra for now. Get back to seeing white.
Painting all of the ceiling white and all the walls white. So it's going to be light and airy everywhere.
Alright then. While you do that, I'm going to edit this video.